Hey everybody, this is Barry Mankin here with Four Corners Home Inspections. We are at a house here in Nashville, Tennessee, and we're at a flip, and they did a pretty good job. And they had some good bones to work with on this one, so that's always good too. So good investment. What we're going to look at is an exterior room, equipment room, where the water heater is stationed, and there's several issues around this particular room, the whole room. And I don't think we've done a water heater video for you before, so we're going to do one now. All right. Right off the bat, we can see there's no threshold here. So when there's no threshold, you have the exterior elements coming through, and you've got this plumbing exposed, the water heater exposed, cold, freeze, you get the idea, right? So this room, you have an outdoor door, which is good, and it's actually insulated, but all that cold air is just going to run right underneath here, right? So you want to get that taken care of, have a decent threshold, have this area sealed off. Okay. We always recommend a pressure tank for improvement, especially when it's on an interior, but they've got some decent water pressure. There's only one bathroom here, not too bad. We just recommend it for the system. We've got clearances here. I don't know if you can see that. To our B vent, we're supposed to have a 1-inch clearance here for our combustibles. So when it's touching drywall, when it's touching wood, that sort of thing, you want to have that flashed properly to where it can't transfer that heat over, especially in the summertime. It gets hot here. We also are wanting to make sure that the plumbing is bonded to the electric. So you need electrical bond to your system. That would include everything here, especially with a gas appliance, all the way to your electrodes here for your heat. So these pipes that come through that transfer, excuse me, the hot water, cold water comes in, hot water comes out. Those need to be also protected, you know, in case there's lightning, any positive energy from a wire comes through the plumbing system, you know, so we need that protection. Those unions are not what we call dielectric connections. So we want to make sure that if they're not rated for copper, these are stainless in this case, we want to make sure that there's a jumper there between those two different types of metals, so that transfer can happen, if that makes sense. All right, so the idea is we want it protected. We want the water heater itself protected from any electrical energy. All right, so that it all goes to ground. Also here, now they do have this light bulb here for heat. It looks like they had tried to do some taping here. The plumbing itself is stressed. You can see where it is angled down. So when it was installed, there should have either been a flex line, or there should have been line cut properly, the proper length, so that you have good 90s on there. So we've got some stress on those lines. We also don't have them covered with any insulation. So again, right back to the cold, insulated lines, blah blah blah. Now they do have a plug in here, and that comes through, we don't know, somewhere. The line that they have actually is deteriorating, it's old, and it should not be coming through the wall like that. So we should have an actual plug-in out here. I would recommend it be GFCI protected because of the exterior exposure and being close to a water source. So you can see several issues. Water tank's working well. I mean, everything's good, but several safety issues, potential issues as it relates to the water lines. They just need updating. All right, so the installation wasn't done properly. We want to make sure everything's safe and that no future leaks are going to happen. Okay, I hope that helps. Barry with Four Corners Home Inspections. Get a good inspection.